Okay, let's start our next section. They're asking us to write equations of lines, and of course we know that's going to be this form. Y equals mx plus b. So, we're looking for a line that is parallel to the given one, which means the slope needs to be exactly the same. So this is the place where we copy the slope and leave our y-intercept as an unknown value. It cannot be the same as this one, or else the line would be exactly the same. What they do tell us, though, is that this line goes through these 2 points, which gives us an x and a y value we can use. So let's put those into the equation. 2 equals 8 times, here's where the x value goes, negative 6, plus b. This will let us figure out the b for our equation. So 2 must equal negative 48 plus b. To shift that 48 to the other side, we add 48, of course. And when we do so, we end up with the answer of b equals 50. So now we have enough information to actually write the full equation. That final answer will be, let me go up top to do that. That final answer for 16 will be y equals 8x plus 50. Same procedure for 17, except here notice we want the line perpendicular to the given line. That means the slope we need to use is not 1/6, but the opposite reciprocal of that, and that would be negative 6 for our new slope. So we can write y equals negative 6x again plus b. Let's wait to write that until we figure it out. And the same procedure follows. We substitute in negative 3 for y from the given point. Negative 6 times the positive 3, there's your x value. And then plus b. Negative 3 equals negative 18 plus b. Shift that to the other side again by adding 18. We end up with an answer of b equals, well, that be 15. So now we can write the full equation. Go back to the beginning here and insert the number 15 for b. So that final answer will be, I'll write it up here, y equals negative 6x plus 15. And that is your answer for number 17. Moving on down below, we have a similar equation. For 18, again, figure out what they want. Parallel here. For number 19 will be perpendicular. So parallel, same slope, very similar question. Y equals negative 1/2 x. We're going to hold off on the b, and let's check our point values. If you look at these values, notice something interesting. The x is 0. That means this point they're giving us is actually the y-intercept itself. So I know this goes through the line at the y-axis at negative 2. So I can write my equation immediately without the substituting in. Number 18 is done. For 19, again, find the slope that's given. We want the perpendicular slope, so our new slope will be y equals negative 1/4 x, again, plus b. Do not use the same number, negative 2. We don't know what that is yet. And in a similar way, we substitute in our values for the x and the y. Negative 1/4 times 18, that'll be a little messy, plus b. Multiply 18 by negative 1/4, I get negative 18 over 4, plus b. And now to make the change, I have to add, let's reduce that while we're working with it. I have to add 9/2 to both sides. So as I carry that through, in order to add a negative 10 to 9/2, I need to write both as a fraction over 2, And our first value here in blue matches my negative 10. Here I'm going to be adding 9 halves to figure out this solution here. And when we do that, we get negative 11 halves, which isn't the best answer we've ever seen, but nonetheless it's one we have to deal with. So now I can go back to the top where I wrote my partial equation and use that to write my final equation, because I now here have my y-intercept. Negative 1/4 x minus 11 halves is your final answer for number 19. That'll do it.